Hi everybody. We're going to do an all signs what to expect for the rest of the week of April 22nd. I know I am a little late. I went to the beach with my family on Easter, and which was Sunday. And I got burnt. I'm not used to getting burnt, and I got hella burnt. The filter on this is such a liar, okay? You see like the shadow? This is actually like tomato red. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Yesterday it was tomato red. It's still red though. I don't know if you can see like the under, but anyways. So I'm sorry. I am so late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It was so uncomfortable. Like my arms, like I don't know if you can see. Hang on a second. You see how the shade right here, the whiteness, and then it's like hella pink. Anyways, long story short, I was having a hard time just bending my arms. So I'm so sorry. I am late. Let's get started though. We're going to do, for the rest of the week, fire, earth, air, and then to water, starting each element with the fixed signs, going to cardinal and then mutable. I had something to say and I forgot. It like went bye-bye. I think that's it. Well, it'll come to me eventually. So yeah, so I apologize once again. Don't come for me. I have contacts, y'all. My eyes are like a little swollen because they're burnt too. I'm a fucking shit show, y'all. But yeah, so anyways, here we are. I can kind of see everything, but again, I'm a little fuzzy right now because my eyelids are just, I'm so burnt. I'm not used to burning. It's been so long since I've burned. I usually just, I might get a little rosy like on my shoulders, but that's it. But I'm burnt. Like, okay, you can see that. The fuck was that? I'm hella burnt, as you can see, okay? So yeah, the end. I'm done. Let's get started. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, so, alrighty. Oh, my water. Hang on. Water. Alright. I feel like I'm forgetting something important, but I don't know what it is. I don't know. I feel weird. It's been a little while since we've done a live, huh? Well, I'm glad you found my channel. Thank you. Thank y'all for being here. All right, let's get started. Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. All right. Let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. Did everybody have a good weekend? No! Alright, the moon, 3 of swords, the death card. What? Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 9 of Cups, the Sun for you, 3 of Cups, the Hierophant. Interesting. Let me see the 3 of Swords. King of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. The Chariot's at the bottom of the deck. All right. You're showing me 2 different energies here. One, you're showing me something's not bothering you as much as what it really is, or you've been expecting it for quite some time, so therefore it's just not affecting your outer world at this time. I do feel like you're focused now more so on what makes you happy and who brings that out in you. Now, I do feel like you have some type of soul connection that is there supporting you at this time. I don't know if it's multiple. It kind of feels like it, friends, family, etc. Or, you know, a romantic partnership. There's someone here that is, like I said, supporting you. But there is, again, something else here that you're kind of downplaying quite a bit, okay? Now, on this energy here, I'm not feeling this is this energy. I'm feeling this is this energy. Someone could have said or done something quite hurtful here. I do feel like it's interesting because I feel like you have been hurt multiple times and now you're just kind of over it. Whereas this energy is more so in the active pain of this, whatever this is. I do feel like they feel rejected at some level, as well as almost being ready to reject you for some reason, which is kind of weird because I'm not seeing you even focused on whoever this is, but okay. Now for this energy, I feel like this is between this moon and this energy here with the death card. I do feel like this has been slowly, it's been going on for a while. Slowly but surely, it could have been multiple situations or scenarios within the dynamic, and I feel like I'm kind of surprised the Tower's not here because it feels like they would cause, or this situation or whatever it is, this person, I don't know, would cause upheaval in your life from time to time because of the Ten of Wands. It feels like a very long road. But again, the upheaval, I'm getting upheaval. I'm feeling Tower energy. I know it's obviously not here, but I don't know. It does feel like it would have a strain here, possibly on your emotional or mental well-being, maybe even physical due to the Knight of Pentacles. But I feel like it's happened before so many times that you're just like, I'm not going to give this that power anymore. I'm going to focus on this. So it feels really good in your reaction to whatever this is. So kudos for healing that. It's almost like catching a trigger and being like, I don't want to be triggered by this anymore. I'm leaving it. I'm done. I don't feel like it's easy necessarily, but I feel like it's easier than it was in the past to deal with whatever this is to you. Okay. So, okay. That went deep. See what happens when I miss readings? I'm sorry. Aries. Dun, 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 dun. Uh-oh. I'm still fuzzy. Aries. What's going on? These will be a little fast tonight because I have personal readings booked later, so not to rush, but I'm sorry. I'm trying. Between work and that and this, it's a lot. And then of course the kiddos and their school and their extra curriculars. So I'm sorry. Aries. The Sun, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. Let me see the Sun. Whoa. Ten of Wands, Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, okay. Four of Pentacles, the Empress, the Fool. The Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles. What? You're showing me the desire for happiness within a commitment and a partnership. I don't know what kind of partnership this is that you're wanting. If this is a family thing, a romantic thing, or even possibly work due to the Three of Pentacles. I do feel like that's what your desire is here, but for some reason it's very hard to get what it is that you're wanting. So for example, if this is a job thing that you're looking at, it's like I can find what I'm passionate about, I can find this and that, but it's not the pay that I want. Or it almost feels like something is lacking that box. Now, if this isn't a romantic thing, I mean, that can go a million different ways, so I won't go down that road, but you get my drift, right? There's something here that feels quite difficult in coming together with whoever, whatever this is to you, even if it's the idea and not necessarily a person, okay? So very interesting how that came in. This one, again, it could be work. We have a lot of pentacles here. It feels like they are wanting some type of investment here as well. Not necessarily wanting to let you go. It almost feels like they are seeing your worth or value here, but what I don't like is the Four of Pentacles attached to this, because it almost feels like they'll do or say anything to keep you. What? That sounds weird. It feels, and I don't want to say clingy, it just feels a little, you're not going anywhere. Which in the beginning stages of, say, something romantic, it's kind of cute, but at the same time, you're just like, what? I mean, it's a pretty short spread, so I don't know what, this is to you. If this is something more of a longer, something that has longevity here, or that you've been together with for quite some time, it almost feels a little, I don't know how to word that. I don't want to say pushy, but it just feels like you're not going anywhere. Okay. I don't know what that, what? That sounds so like creepy, but it doesn't feel creepy necessarily. It just, what? I don't know. Anyways, for the energy I'll share together, we've got again, the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, Seven of Cups, Five of Pentacles. There is a desire, like I said, for some type of stability, and again, finding what you're passionate about. You could be looking at different options here, but a little nervous or a little concerned here about which option to choose here, so that you can sustain or maintain some kind of sustainability within this. It almost feels like a peripheral, what is this? What's an example? Say, for example, you are talking about different job opportunities, but you have kids and you're wanting to ensure you're putting your energy into the right thing in order to bring back the most, and I don't want to say just revenue here, but there's something here that you're desiring greatly for stability. So whether that be your working hours, flexibility, teleworking, or it could be revenue. Again, I don't know what this is to you. It would be whatever that box is I was talking about. Now, granted, I don't know if this is a job situation or a romantic thing and you have multiple suitors, so to speak, and you have one that's a little, I don't know. So that's what I'm getting for you this week. I feel like I'm dragging. I sound like I'm drunk. I'm not. I don't drink. But I sound a little hazy. That sun took a lot out of me. Saggy. We were out there for a long time. 14. Okay. my goodness. Page of Cups is in reverse. Four of Wands is in reverse. And then the Four of Cups upright. What happened? I was only gone a couple days. The Empress. The Five of Wands. The Nine of Wands. Ooh. Temperance. The Moon. Seven of Wands. Queen of Swords. Ten of Cups. Five of Cups, and then the Queen of Cups wanted to pop out as well. Okay. Something went Aries real quick. You're showing me you are not wanting to approach a situation at this time. I do feel like you want to. I feel like you want to with the Empress here, but you're not with the Page of Cups in reverse. Yeah, it's going against what you want here, because you have the Five of Wands. So we have inner conflict over it. I don't know if the act itself is, or if because you're trying to stop yourself from either saying or do something that you would regret here, but I do feel like you are trying your best to stay guarded and reject this as much as possible for the time being. What's interesting is you have the Nine of Wands, they have the Seven of Wands. You're both showing me your guards are up, your walls are up, you're both like, you shall not pass. I'm showing my age here. Gandalf with the damn staff here. Hopefully this is a situation you can kind of laugh about. If not, I'm here for just lightening the mood a little bit, because can you imagine sitting all day in these energies? For every sign, it's a lot. So if it bothers you that I do that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm socially awkward. Now this energy here, there is some kind of a break in this commitment, whatever this is, if it's a family dynamic, a relationship, a job, whatever it is to you, there's some kind of a pause here. I do feel like this energy feels like they are, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say better off without you, but it almost feels like they feel that they need some space from this in order to heal and go through whatever they need to go through. I don't know who did what, who said what. It's not my business. I just work here. But it almost looks like, so I used to box, like way back in the day. And it's almost like, go to your own fucking corners, chill out. That's it, you know, the end. So that was a long time ago. For the connection, we've got disappointments over cutting something out, again, that you had or have. I feel like you still have love for whoever this is, but there's a sense of loss over it with the Five of Cups. It's like what's done is done, or there's too much water under the bridge at this time to address this. It almost feels like the water's boiling and I need to let it chill out for a minute. So I don't know what's going on this week for you, but hopefully things turn out for the best for you. All right, Taurus. Okay. Yeah, no worries. Dun, 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 dun. I'm squinting, but I have contacts in because I'm burnt, just in case you missed the intro. I'm so burnt. All right. Taurus. 3 of Swords. 4 of Cups, the Hierophant, okay. Six of Cups, the Judgment, the Two of Cups. Okay. Let me see the Four of Cups. Knight of Swords, King of Swords. Whoa. Justice card came out sideways. For the Hierophant, we've got the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, Page of Swords. What? Hang on. This feels weird. You have multiple energies within this. It's not just this one, but it... Hang on. This energy is this energy. What fire sign was that? Was that Leo or Aries? Where I was like... Anyways, okay, weird. This energy feels like this energy. There's something quite painful that you experienced. I am not sure if it's actually happening this week or if this is the energy you're focused on this week. It almost feels like a time delay. So I don't know if you already experienced this or if this is happening this week and then this is a future thing for you. But I don't know. This one feels like this one though. Now, again, this feels extremely painful. I feel like whatever this energy is, it broke your fucking heart. Now, I do feel like you have a decision here to move forward with love, with a soul connection here. I don't know if this is the same energy. It doesn't feel the same, but for some of you it could be because of the Three of Cups here. But we'll talk about that in a second. Now, for this energy, there's a sense of disappointment in how things ended. They do feel like either you cut them out or it feels like you cut them out and something happened, a separation or divorce for some of you, or some kind of, I'm getting... Go over there. I know that sounds weird. I know that I could say rejection or something else, but it just feels very pushy. Like you were like, go that way. I don't know what was done or said here, but it looks like they were disappointed in feeling this or experiencing this from you. So it's like, okay, fine, I'll go away. What the fuck? It doesn't feel like this energy, in all honesty. It feels... whatever. Now this is what's interesting here. And this gets even more weird. This energy, there's a watching energy. I do feel like it is on your side. And it feels like it's over possibly this energy or even another one. This sounds so weird. But this feels like this energy. This feels completely different. I need to pull. Hang on a second. Who is this? What the hell? Ace of Cups. Yeah, it feels new. Like it feels different. All right. Six of Swords. The Four of Wands. Give me one more. The Ten of Cups. Like I said, it feels different. I do feel like, again, you left or rejected whatever this is here, especially with the Six of Swords. But in order to embrace this new commitment, you had to do this. It's interesting how it shows up in the middle here with the Six of Swords. And then on this side, like I said, with the Three of Swords. It feels very much intertwined somehow. I don't know, like I said, if this is a romantic thing or friendship or what, and there was just, a bunch of people involved somehow, some way. I don't fucking know. But what's interesting is that if you take the Three of Swords to the Six of Swords and you add it, you've got the Nine of Swords. So whatever this heartbreak was, You'll know it by the one that caused you the most, not only heartbreak, but stress. I do feel like you lost a lot of sleep over whoever, whatever this is, and that's how you'll know who that is. So I'm curious why you're still kind of keeping an eye on this energy, or I don't know. That's weird. Maybe they're keeping an eye on you. I don't know. It feels like energy's being pulled somehow, some way. Okay, what the hell was that? What? I will let move into my home. What? What? No. Capricorn, 26, 11. No. I like my chickens and my dog, but you know, thank you for the offer. I'm gonna stay out here. You got me all fucked up. I can't write. 29. Gabby! My response time, like, sucks. I am extremely delayed. I'm a little slow, y'all. So sometimes I'm like, what? It's funny. When I was in the military, you had to be quick with the comebacks. But since I've gotten out, I'm a lot more chill. So I'm like, That makes... Anyways. All right, Capricorn. I almost said Aries. The Emperor. The Wheel. You're yelling at me. The 9 of Cups. The 10 of Swords. 9 of Wands. Oh, my Lanta. 5 of Wands. What happened? For the Wheel, we've got the Knight of Cups upright, the Strength, the Death card. What the fuck? Let me see the 9 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, 2 of Swords. Oh, okay. You have an energy here that is here to teach you a very, very important lesson. It is about your emotional well-being, your stability, and your happiness, and the balance of which you give to others and which you give to yourself. And I don't mean like in a selfish kind of egotistical way. I mean true unconditional love for yourself. And I do feel like there's a little bit of instability or confusion in regards to that department. So yeah. Now, usually when there's a lesson like this that needs to be learned, it's pretty fucking painful. The universe will put you in situations that will make you choose yourself over whoever, whatever the situation is to you. I do feel like you feel or felt either rejected or betrayed by whoever this is or was to you. But it is very prominent in your energy. I also feel like it pushed you into your masculine energy. I don't care if you're female or male, you're going to feel like you had to take care of something on your own. You had like no shoulder to lean on or no support system. There's like a sense of feeling like you're in it on your own. It's like you against the world kind of energy. The thing is though, is that it's not true. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that about this energy necessarily. I'm just saying in general, it's not you against the world. You've got to balance this out so you can see who and what you have around you. Because I do feel like you have more than what you are believing, if that makes sense. I know that sounds weird, but it feels almost like behind the curtain. It's like you got to open the curtain. I know that sounds weird. Now, for this energy, the Wheel, this is an energy that has been a little hesitant on approaching you or not. I do feel like they tend to hold back quite a bit, especially emotionally. It feels like they're ready to close out this cycle. And if this had come out this way, I would say for sure they're done, but it came out this way. So I also feel like they're not necessarily, because it's still hesitancy here. It's not a concrete energy. I do feel like they lean more in the sense of this is done and over with versus let's try to repair this or whatever it is. Yeah. This is a very hard lesson, I feel like, for you. Oh boy. And I'm a little nervous for you here because this feels like, these two cards, it almost feels like you're blocking learning the lesson for some reason. I don't know if there's like a sense of like worthwhile or worthiness, or it almost feels like externalizing your happiness and needing to find that within you, okay? So that's what I'm getting. All right, Virgo. Oh my goodness, I need to hurry up. 31. Okay. Nine of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. What is happening this week? Oh my God. 7 of Wands, sideways, 3 of Cups, upright, 7 of Cups. What the hell? They've got the Hierophant. King of Swords is in reverse. Wow. 2 of Pentacles. Oh boy. This escalated so quickly. Queen of Swords. 4 of Pentacles. The Death card. Good Lord. The Lovers is at the bottom of the deck. I keep forgetting I can't rub my eyes because I have contacts in. Just blink really fast. I do feel like you're in an energy of working on your stability and possibly finances, job, career, your home, whatever brings you a sense of feeling stable. It's like the tangible life or ness. Now, what's interesting here is you're showing me blockages over that. Now, that can mean a few different things. One, you could be looking at different, I don't know, say you're looking at moving, you're looking at different locations, different houses, whatever the case. Or you can look at your birth chart and see what your Saturn is in. If it's in something like Capricorn or Taurus, there's some kind of a blockage over your stability here. Now, another thing that I'm getting is somehow, some way, this is being affected by a blockage in a different connection here. It almost feels like another energy is somehow impacting this somehow, some way, or vice versa. I do feel like there's been some kind of a distance between you and whoever this is to you. And I do feel like there's a focus on another. This sounds so messy. There's a focus on another. And again, this energy still feels somehow impactful on this energy. What the fuck? I always feel like I'm detangling Christmas lights, okay, at the end of the year. And I'm like, how did this happen? And I'm trying to like trace it back to the source. I'm like, what? But that's what this feels like. I don't know what that is to you, if this is a job situation, like I said, or roommates. I don't know. But yeah. Now, this energy, and I do feel like this one is tied to the Seven of Wands here. That came out sideways. I do feel like your guard is up towards this energy, but at the same time, it's like I would be willing to accept some kind of apology under the right circumstances, or that sounds a little egotistical. It doesn't feel like that's your intention, but it feels a little, it's got to be this way. Now, this energy, I do feel like they are or were very hurt by whatever was done or said here, especially with this Five of Swords to the Queen of Swords. What's interesting is I feel like this energy either did or said something that they felt like they had to in order to bring some type of stability to their own situation. It almost feels like whatever they were committed to or feel like they are responsible for or have, what is this? They have some type of commitment to someone or something else outside of you. Again, I don't know what the context is, so it's kind of hard to word it, but it feels like they did the best with what they could with the information that they did have. And it feels like they're wanting to stabilize things on their end. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily with you. It feels like on their end. This got really messy. Now for this is a lot of conflict here with the Five of Swords, the Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the Death card. This feels like, again, whatever was done or said is not being let go of by either of you, in all honesty. And it does look like it looks like it's going to lead to the ultimate end, at least for now, because of this energy here, the Four of Pentacles. Does not look pleasant. I am so sorry. I don't know what happened or what's happening, but it doesn't look great. Now, granted, it might not be that, serious, okay? This could be about a chicken that you went to rehome and it attacked you, and, you had to put it in a pot. If a rooster attacks you, it is pretty serious. You can go into sepsis if it gets infected. But sometimes the cards look a little more drastic than what it is. I don't know your situation, okay? And a lot of times people are like, well, you should know. And I'm like, why? It's not a personal reading. So, what? And even then, you know your life better than I do. I see the energy. I feel it. Feel sketchy as fuck. But, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes people freak out and they're like, oh my God, the Death card. What do you want me to do? I don't know. Sorry. Hi. Oh, man. How are you, Elena? Hi, Miss K. Hello, world. Ali. Keeping the faith. Yes, I can see it. It's a little fuzzy because my eyes are burnt. I do have my contacts in, though. Thank you. All right, Aquarius. Does that say 39 or 59? 39. Oh, goodness. 39. Get it together. All right, Aquarius. Yeah, I'm still burnt. Not as burnt, but I'm still burnt. I don't know if that says roommate or resonates. I can't fucking see shit. Oh, man. Aquarius. Oh, my God. What's happening this week, you guys? My goodness. Lord. You got the Five of Swords sideways. They've got the Chariot and then the Ace of Wands. Let me see the Five of Swords. What the fuck? Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups. That escalated so fast. Seven of Wands. Should I Sage? Seven of Wands, the Sun, the Seven of Pentacles. Temperance. Nine of Wands came out in reverse. Ten of Pentacles. Why are you yelling at me? King of Cups, and the Three of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. It looks like you're tired of some type of conflict or drama or something here, some kind of disagreement. What's interesting is that instead of finding some kind of compromise or some kind of sense of grounding to this with the Queen of Pentacles, it almost looks like, because she's facing one way, the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Cups is facing another. It almost looks like instead of doing this and, again, grounding the situation and de-escalating it as much as possible, it almost looks like you're escalating it. Now, again, roles can be reversed. I don't know. Or you're leaving. I'm not seeing you actually leaving, though. I see you toying with the idea or prospect of leaving in the name of, I don't do drama or something like that. That sounds so weird, but it's like, what the hell is happening this week? That's what it feels like. Now on this side, this one feels a little... It's almost like they're waiting to see what you're going to do here. I do feel like they want to focus on their own stability and what makes them happy themselves. But there's some kind of, because we have blockage over movement, so it almost feels a little stagnant where they're kind of sitting still with this while you are, again, toying with the idea of leaving. Now, you could actually physically be doing it, but not so much emotionally. Or flip it, you could be doing it emotionally and not so much physically, okay? There's something here where it's not full on. I know that sounds weird. Now for the energy shared, there is a desire for some type of new beginning, healing, someone to drop their guard here, and again, to find some type of groundedness. You know what I'm talking about. Some type of stable footing here within the two of you. Interesting. You see you escalating? Don't escalate, please. Okay? Don't do that. I just got poking the bear. Are you antagonizing? Don't do that. I don't know. Maybe you feel someone's poking you. I don't know. What the hell? The fuck? Y'all drive me nuts. Oh, man. All right. The Libra. They say it. Oh, I don't know. It's what it feels like. It's like a cow prodder, but, you know, to a bear. All right, Libra. Eight of Cups. Is something happening this week I don't know about? Like, what is happening? Oh my God. What? What? Kevin? What? I don't know what happened. I missed something. All right. For the Eight of Cups, we've got the Knight of Pentacles. What? Y'all stop it. You're making it weird. The Knight of Pentacles, Two of Cups is in reverse. The Justice is in reverse. And then for their side, they've got the Ace of Cups, but the Ten of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, y'all are making it weird. I'm so confused. For the Ace of Cups, we've got the Ten of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups upright, the King of Swords. What is going on this week? For the world, we've got the Moon, the Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. Again, Page of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. You've been slowly but surely checking out of a situation for quite a while. I do feel like you feel like your feelings for this situation have changed drastically over time. Like if you were to take the first couple days or months that you were in whatever the situation is and compare them to now, there's like a huge difference in your emotional involvement to this. And I do feel like you've been knowing it's time to check out whatever this is, again, like I said, for a while now, and you've been delaying it, almost procrastinating, in all honesty. Now for this side, I do feel like they wanted some kind of, they wanted this to work out, I feel like, in the beginning, but I do feel like they are now at the point, it almost feels a little vindictive, because they know you don't feel the same way. And again, I don't know what this is. If this is a friendship and you're no longer besties, if the chicken you adopted knows you're going to throw it in a pot, it's no longer cute, I don't know, okay? Or if this is a lover situation, I don't know. I don't know. It feels, yeah. It feels a little vindictive. It feels a little resentful, in all honesty, whatever this is. Now, what's interesting here is that there is an energy for this cycle to close out somehow, and to have some type of like new understanding for the next chapter, whatever that may mean to you. However, due to the potential procrastination slash, I don't want to say leading on in a horrible way, but I don't feel, it could have been your intention, I don't know you, but it doesn't feel like that was the sole intention, let me put it that way. And then between that energy and then this energy, and be like, what the fuck? I'm kind of surprised the Tower's not here, because it feels like eventually this Five of Swords is gonna be like fireworks. I would, ground yourself. If this is you, or if this is you, whoever, whatever, take it with a grain of salt. Whatever's yours can't be taken away, okay? I don't know. Usually rejection is protection. Hindsight, I swear, will be 20/20. At the time, it doesn't fucking feel like it. I get it. But have you ever heard the term let them? Let them, okay? Let them. Who the fuck is this? I am so confused. I'm so confused. Y'all are driving me nuts. I have to go back now and like look at these chats because I'm so confused. What happened? Oh my god. Lord. What? I can't see anything. Alright, Gemini. What the hell? I have to keep an eye on the time. I have a personal soon. Oh shit. If you guys want a personal, check out the description box. Okay? If not, that's fine too. But yeah. Oh boy. Gemini got the Temperance card in reverse. The Hermit is on their side. The Eight of Swords is here. Okay. That's hilarious. I was going to say that, but... Alright, let's see. For the Temperance card... Nine of Swords, Ace of Wands, Two of Cups. I feel like you're lacking patience here and a little bit of, let me see the Hermit. Queen of Swords. Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords. Four of Swords, Page of Swords, Two of Swords. That's a lot of fucking swords. The Sun's at the bottom of the deck. And the Nine of Pentacles somehow is flipped over. I feel like there's been quite a bit of stress over the lack of healing in a particular area of your life. Now, I'm not sure if this is a, like I said, a family dynamic. I don't know anyone's context, so please keep that in mind. Or if this is a love kind of thing or what exactly. But there is a lot of stress over the lack of healing or the pace of which something was wanting to be picked up here with the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands. I do feel like you were wanting that and to have some type of reciprocity here within this dynamic, but I feel like you've got the stress over that not happening right now. This energy is showing me they're extremely hurt. I don't know if it was something you did or said or what exactly, but it feels like, it almost feels like they are cutting out anyone and everyone that it feels like has ever, I don't want to say has ever wronged them, but it feels pretty drastic. Now, again, I don't know what the situation is, so maybe they have every right to do that. I mean, obviously they have every right to do that, but it feels very, have you ever seen Rambo when he's going in the jungle with his machete and he's like hacking away? It kind of feels like that, but over different type of soul connections here. It's like, I don't care if I'm on my own. I don't care if, you know, whatever. If somebody has shown me their true colors, we're done. We're done and over with, blah, blah, blah. Now, again, I don't know if it was something you did or said, or if this even has anything to do with you. I don't know if you're on the chopping block, okay? It kind of feels like it. Not gonna lie. But it also feels like they're focusing on a lot more than just you, in all honesty. Now, for the connection, again, we have that stress here, the need for healing. And again, not so much doing it because we're in reverse here on the Temperance card. And then confusion over how to heal this. Now, what's interesting here is almost like you're waiting to see what they're going to do with this Page of Swords energy. I don't like the way this feels because it almost is like, well, instead of focusing on your healing and your journey, it's almost like the focus is on this individual. You can't do that. You can, and I don't recommend, but life would be a lot easier if you would just focus on your own healing and what you contribute to the situation versus, well, they did this and they did that and this is, you know, justified because blah, blah, blah. Okay. Don't recommend, but do what you want. Okay. Focus on whatever this is and what you can do to change that energy. Because with the Temperance card in reverse and the Nine of Swords, it's very... And then it, again, like I said, it repeats itself with the Eight of Swords to the Four of Swords to the Page of Swords. The Four of Swords upright, had it shown up like this, and what's another one? This upright, okay. I would have been like, kudos, you are working on, you know, whatever it is you're needing to heal and taking the time for you, blah, blah, blah. All of the things. That's not how it came out, okay? So, yeah. I have to explain it sometimes because sometimes people, they would like to understand why I translate it the way I do. So there you go. That's why. That would be why. And again, roles can be reversed. All right, Scorpio. Page of Swords. What the hell? Ah. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Eight of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. The Strength card, Six of Pentacles, the King of Cups. The Fool, the High Priestess, the Wheel. Nine of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. All right, you're showing me... You've got a little bit of a watchful eye on this energy, but at the same time, I also feel like it's baby steps into taking care of you in a better way. Taking care of you in a better way. It's like, I don't know, whatever that may mean. If you... It's almost like increasing or at least starting if you haven't been. So whatever level you're at now, it's like I said, increasing or starting to increase that. It's like I'm not going to lose myself over this situation. I'm getting again. I don't know what that is to you, what it is to you. I have no idea. I do feel like there's a focus here on some type of new beginning. But I'm feeling more so it's like you're wanting... It feels like you're wanting to find your passion outside of this. Psychologically speaking, this would be reframing. So finding, say for example, you went through a horrible breakup. I have no idea. I'm just using this as an example. So, okay. And you're trying your best to break that cord, so to speak. So it feels like you're reframing your brain. Reframing consists of focusing on things that will give you those feel-good hormones, those... It's almost like the memories of whoever, whatever this is, it felt extremely good being attached to them. And now you're trying to find other things that make you feel good outside of this. So if you don't know what that means, look up reframing your brain psychologically or breaking, what do you call them? Trauma bonds. And I'm not calling this a trauma bond. I'm just explaining how you would look it up so that you could do some research and, you know, read it for yourself. Now this energy is also working on their own new beginning. Now, they feel like it's best to hold back at times, but I do feel like they felt some sense of rejection at some point. And I do feel like that's why they hold back. And now, I'm not sure if the rejection is from you necessarily because of the Nine of Wands, or if this is from a previous thing. So it almost feels like you guys were... it feels like they're capable of reciprocating, but I don't feel them actively doing it. And it almost feels like out of fear of being rejected, or that you no longer feel the same way here, or that they feel, or that you feel different than they do. What the hell? I don't know. Now for the connection, we have investments. Again, you're both on your own journey here. I do feel like it almost feels like on your own separate journey here with the Fool. It doesn't necessarily feel intertwined. And I do feel like your intuition is here guiding you. And I do feel like that's one of the major lessons here, is to listen to your intuition. But it just feels very strongly that this is an energy that's more so focused on their new beginning, something reciprocated here, and wanting to just hold back in that energy. Meanwhile, you're also holding back here with the Four of Pentacles as well, and focusing on yourself. So, okay. It's like you're both doing the same thing, but separate. I don't fucking know. What? All right, Cancer. What the hell? Cancer, you've got the Six of Cups, they've got the Queen of Wands, and then we've got the Five of Wands here in the connection. Let's see the Six of Cups. Nine of Wands. Whoa, whoa, no! Damn you. Hang on. Oh, so far. Oh my gosh. The Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands is in reverse. What the hell? This doesn't feel... Hang on a second. What? The Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Three of Wands. Seven of Wands. King of Pentacles. Two of Cups. Three of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. Page of Cups, sideways. Six of Cups, upright. The Death card. Okay. You've got a couple energies here that you're dealing with. One, either you felt rejected by a particular energy. It started fast, it ended fast here with the Ace of Wands in reverse. I do feel like it caused you to be extremely cautious moving forward. Again, I don't know who this is, if this is a parent-child dynamic or if this is a love type situation, a lover situation. I don't know. But it feels like I said, this created a situation for you to be quite cautious in how you move forward here, possibly taking your time, especially because how fast this came together. It almost feels like a whirlwind romance here. If it's that, of course. If not, obviously don't take that. But it feels like the desire for this to come together, it came together quickly and fizzled out quite fast. Now what's interesting here is that you have another soul connection here. Again, it makes you feel a little hesitant on whether or not to offer anything. And it does feel like there's some fear here that this is going to end as well. Interesting. Now this connection, whoever this is to you, I don't know if this is energy number 1 or energy number 2. I don't know. It feels... Let me go through this and then I'll try and figure it out because I honestly don't know. This is an energy that's tied up to you somehow, some way. I do feel like someone else is in their energy with the 7 of Cups and the Lovers. I do feel like you're very attracted to whoever this is. The Queen of Wands is here. And I do feel like over time, they will make a choice between you and someone else. 10 of Wands is in reverse. 8 of Swords is upright. No, no. It's the Page of Pentacles. Just believe me, please. I do feel like whoever this is going to get some type of message from whoever this is to them. And I do feel like you are going to stay committed or loyal. That sounds so weird. What is there? Because it looks like they've left whatever this past situation is to them. Because the 10 of Wands is in reverse. I do feel like they've caused quite a bit of stress to this person. Whoever this is to them. Like, I feel like this is a past energy to them. I don't know if this is a family member or like another romantic option, if that's what this is to you. But it feels very... it feels like they have other energies that they're dealing with. And again, I don't know what that is to you. If that, like I said, if they're dealing with a family dynamic that's falling out, I don't know. The Tower, the Moon, 5 of Swords. They're dealing with a lot of shit. The 3 of Cups. I do feel like they're going to end up getting a message, like I said, from whoever, whatever this other individual is. But I do feel like they're done with this drama. It feels like they're ready to cut things out and just focus on the connection here with you. Okay. 5 of Wands, 7 of Wands, King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. It's kind of like what I just said. Not wanting to deal with this drama, so blocking this out and focusing on the connection here with you. Love, stability, etc. So, okay. Now, the only way I can see this making... Oh, God. Because I don't know where you are on the... triangle. I have no idea. You have to let me know. Oh, see, Page of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I forgot to timestamp you. Damn it. Oh. All right. Well, that's what I got. And then Pisces, 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 Pisces. Dum, dum, da, dum. Nine of Swords sideways, Page of Cups, the Temperance card. So you're starting to not stress about something or someone as much anymore, like starting to let it go. 7 of Pentacles, the 3 of Pentacles, the 5 of Pentacles. Interesting. See the Page of Cups, Hermit. Nine of Wands, Seven of Cups, yeah. Let's see the Temperance card. Hierophant. Six of Cups. The Sun, Hangman, Ten of Swords, and the Two of Wands wanted to come out. I feel like you're trying your best not to stress about something that you have invested in here. I do feel like you're trying your best to not let your mind run away with you or create these scenarios in your head. It's like, okay, let's focus on the present, the tangible, the proof, so to speak, here. I do feel like you still, at the root of this stress, feel concerned or worried that this situation will one day leave somehow, some way, okay? Now, this energy here is showing me that they're entertaining other options. You might not have proof of this. Now, I don't know what this is. If this is a job offer that came in, but it's not in writing just yet, and you're like super excited about it, happy, yada, yada, all the things. But your concern is like, what's taking them so long to give me this offer? If this is a love dynamic, you're going to act in a way that's a little, it's giving you anxiety or some type of nervousness. You could be either stuttering or talking faster than normal, or like bobbing your foot, or something like that. Something is activating some kind of anxiety here or nervousness. And I do feel like it's because this energy is doing something you know intuitively, but you don't have the proof, the tangible proof of it, okay? I would be a little... I would take some time, ground yourself, meditate on it, because it looks like your intuition is waving a red flag at you, like a lot of them. So I would listen. It does, like I said, look like they're entertaining other options. I don't like when the Nine of Wands shows up over the Hermit. It shows a lack of accountability, a lack of reflection, and a lack of self-awareness. It's very concerning, in all honesty, especially when the Page of Cups shows up with the Seven of Cups here. And then, of course, the Seven of Cups over these two energies. It's like they change. If this is a romantic context, this is somebody that changes relationships more frequently than their undergarments. Why? To avoid focusing on themselves. They don't like focusing on themselves here. It's almost like they can't be alone. That is one of the biggest red flags. If someone doesn't like to be alone, you got to ask yourself why. Because why would somebody want to be with them if they don't even want to be with themselves? Yeah. Now, again, and this is what's interesting here. For the Temperance, we've got the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, the Sun. This is beautiful energy, energetically speaking. Physically, it looks like a shit show. Now, just because these energies are present and available does not mean somebody is going to constantly align with what it is they're feeling, okay? This looks like an energy that could, bring in together like a lot of healing and happiness. You've got history, you've got soul connection, you've got commitment, you've got all these things. But if someone's emotionally avoidant or they're a commitment phobe, then what's that going to do? Obviously cancel that shit out. And then if they're not, self-reflecting, that cancels that shit out. And if they're going over, you get my point, right? So I would be a little leery of this, whatever this is, okay? So, pay attention to your body. If you can't tell intuitively what's going on, say, for example, you feel a little blocked or whatever, that's fine. Start paying attention to how your body is acting or reacting around certain individuals, because I promise you, your body will tell you if you are getting... if your hair starts falling out, if you're stressed, if your eyelashes start falling out, just kind of randomly, where you're like, wow, that started happening, recently. Your skin starts breaking out more, UTIs, like, I'm telling you, your body will fucking tell you. It's amazing. So there you go. That's what I have for you. The end. The end. I always forget to turn this banner off. So then people are like, you left Pisces on. Sorry. So anyways, I hope you guys had a wonderful, what do you call it? Weekend, and have a good week. And yeah, everything will be fine. Did y'all hear that? I'm not hearing any crying or help. So I think we're good, but I am going to go make dinner. So before my appointments, y'all. So I hope y'all have a good night, week. Bye. I will get fire and earth out at some point this week. And I'll try to do one more all signs. No promises. Y'all have a good one. Bye.